I'm here on my personal page. So I think this is the first live that I've done on my personal page. And I was out for a run. Now I'm all sweaty still. My dog is licking my leg. Um, and I was thinking, I have had a ton of new friend requests on my Facebook page lately. And I thought, well, I don't know who these people are, but sure, come on in. I don't mind increasing my friends. We're all living in a virtual world. But then I thought, they don't know what I do. And it's very difficult for me to actually describe what I do in words. So I thought, you know what? I'm just going to get on here and describe what I do because there's a lot of people already on my in my Facebook group and my friend circle that have known me for a really long time and probably don't really know what I do either. Even my mom is like, oh well, I'm really proud of you, and I don't really know what you do, but I just tell people to connect with you. So what am I doing? I'm a movement educator and I'm a body mind coach. So this is my background is from an educational perspective is kinesiology, and I'm also a certified classical Pilates instructor, and I have my yoga 200-hour instructor training. So my work as a movement educator is really I show people and I introduce people to their bodies again. It's like the people that I work with have they've been dealing with the same injuries or the same restrictions or the same issue for years and years and years. And when we start working together and actually breaking down movement patterns, we see that there's probably a missing link or that chain's broken, that movement pattern. So we start, I always talk about, we learn how to walk again. We go back to the basics. We slow things down. We get curious about movement. And then I start getting people to sort of bump up again against their comfort zones. And you're probably thinking, okay, so what does that mean? It's kind of interesting. But body mind coaching is actually a method of coaching where we tap into the body's wisdom. We actually start going inside and start exploring. It's like, I'll give you an example. Do you know, there's myself included, I always sprain the same ankle. It's always the same side. And so I get curious about that. And I think, why do I keep spraining the same ankle? What is it? There's weakness, sure. There's lax ligaments in there. I need to strengthen it. Yes, those are the obvious ones. But let's go a little bit deeper. Let's look at what's happening within our nervous system that makes it unbalanced. Like before our muscles, before our proprioceptive reactions actually take over and make us roll or sprain, what's the message that our brain is receiving from our bodies? And this is body mind coaching. So, and what I find really curious when I work with clients is that a lot of the restrictions and a lot of the pain, a lot of the stuck muscles and tightness in our bodies that never go away. You keep going to see the same massage therapist over and over and over again. And I love massage therapists. I have many, many, many of them in my circle. But when does that ache and pain go away? Have you ever thought of that? It's like, why isn't it going away? I've been going to the same massage therapist and they've been working on the same shoulder for 2 years and I'm still not any better. Why? We're not getting to the root of the issue. And let's say that it is a shoulder issue. I'm pointing to mine because I actually do have a shoulder issue right now that I'm working out. When we have trauma, we have micro trauma, we have big trauma, whatever it is, and it doesn't matter what it is, but think of it as if you think of your glass and you start, every time you have an accident, every time you fall, every time you go to reach or you're threatened, that is trauma to your nervous system. And each time this happens in your lifetime, that cup gets a little bit more full and full because we haven't actually completed the cycle so our nervous systems understand that the threat has gone. And what happens is we hold those little bits of trauma in our body, and then they surface as pain, aches, anxiety, depression, dis-ease. And all of a sudden I see, the clients that I see who have been, they've been living with pain for years and years and years. And the pain becomes this thing that is just controlling their life. They are no longer themselves. They have become the pain or the disease, the ache, the thing. And so what I do is we work and we start kind of peeling back the layers a little bit so we actually get to the root of the problem. And then we start rebuilding. And that's where we start bumping against the edges of the comfort zone. And, a lot of a perfect example of comfort zone. You might notice and if you don't notice, you're going to notice it now. If you're driving, notice if you're driving along and, you got a shoulder check one way, but then the other way, you don't actually, it feels different. It's like, it's not as comfortable. There's something going on there, So it's like, I wonder why can't I look over my shoulder this side as well? And I get an uneasy feeling when I do that. So I'm gonna do it less because I don't like that feeling. That's the comfort zone. We explore that. This is where I step in. Because you want to be able to have full range of freedom of movement. It's a beautiful thing when we have this freedom within our bodies, and when we start being able to flow and move in multiple directions. Pain disappears, aches disappear, your confidence improves, your resilience improves. This is what I do. So if you're curious to know more, I invite you to pop over to my Facebook group called Ignite Your Voice and join. There's a ton of information in there already. There are some videos. I also provide some, my short series is called Released. It's just very short techniques on, stretching, myofascial release, stuff that you can do at home. Kind of some of the main causes of when we have tension or muscle aches and how to get rid of them. The other thing that's coming up in my Facebook group, Ignite Your Voice, and I'm really excited about this is what we're talking about movement. We're talking about blocks. We're talking about restrictions. And in a couple of weeks, I'm going to be holding a 5-week masterclass on just this. This is all about exploring those edges of your comfort zones. Aren't you a little bit curious as to why you aren't able to move in one direction or the other, or why you keep spraining your ankle on one side, or why you can't lift your one arm up, And yeah, we all have injuries. We all have a history. We've been on Earth for a while, so yes, we're carrying some stuff. But there's also an emotional component to this. There's also the missing link in terms of movement patterns. These are the things we're going to start breaking down in the 5-week masterclass. So it's actually a culmination of movement and body-mind coaching. So each week we're going to be exploring parts of so values. We're going to be looking at what's stopping you from moving forward in your life? What is your vision? And where is that landing in your body? Where are you feeling it in your body? What's holding you back? And throughout the 5 weeks, you're going to get these tools to be able to tap into your body, to find that wisdom, to become embodied. and be able to move forward. So it's going to be amazing. It's going to be an amazing journey. So I'm going to be dropping some more information in the Ignite Your Voice Facebook group. So if you are interested, pop over there in the next couple of days. Please join. I'd love to have you there. And for all the new people who might be seeing this and all of my longtime friends, hello, this is what I'm up to. If you are curious about anything that I'm doing, or if you want to know more information, please send me a message, put a comment in. Love to hear from you. This work that I do it's a little bit unique, but I've had some really successful results in it, and you will too. So what's stopping you? Let's see what those edges are. Are you willing to walk on the edge? I'm going to be there with you. Don't worry. And we take small steps first, and then they get bigger. It's up to you, but the time is now. So I'll see you there. Join me on the Facebook group, Ignite Your Voice. Send me a message if you're interested. And until then, keep moving. Bye for now.